Hi, hello, it's Michael Valley Tootie, and I have a very, very special guest with me, Dr. Robi Ludwig. Hi, Dr. Robi, how are you? So great to collaborate with you again.
Oh, Michael, it's been years and I miss you, and I still cherish the jewelry that we worked on together. It was for the Heart Association,
Yes.
and we made beautiful red hearts, gems and Vogue hearts, rings and earrings and necklaces. And it's just great memories. So glad to be back together.
Oh, absolutely. And we got a great little show happening here where we're going to be talking about the Smoky Quartz, which I know you love and I love, and also in turquoise. And you're going to be giving us a lot of great background information on some interesting properties that these gems have.
Yes, I mean, there's so much folklore when you look at the history of some of these gemstones, and you were educating me as to the
Mhm.
electromagnetic properties
Sure.
that these stones have, which I have to say, I'm a big jewelry fan, and I never really thought of it from that perspective. It's a great symbol of meaning with beauty and with art, because we can wear it and have it on ourselves, and we can give it as a gift. And there are memories associated with these stones. I know for me, Smoky Quartz, my mother had beautiful stones. There was a heart Smoky Quartz
Mhm.
and a gold pendant that she used to
Mhm.
wear, and there was a big huge ring. It was a Smoky Quartz oval ring, and I remember playing in her jewelry box and loving the size of it. So it's also associated with memories in terms of my childhood.
Absolutely. And one of the first times we have here talk about gift giving is these beautiful smoky quartz earrings, which actually have 10 by 5 radiant cuts, which you're
Yeah,
wearing very beautifully there. I love how sophisticated they are. They're only being offered only $82 with silver palladium alloy. And all our smoky quartz is natural smoky quartz that the color has occurred naturally in the actual geode where they're formed in Brazil. So these have undergone no artificial treatment whatsoever. And I think it's very important because it maintains that, that sort of piezoelectric property that the gem naturally has.
it's so beautiful. And I have to say, these earrings are so comfortable. When you've had pierced ears for a long time, some earrings are simply too heavy and it doesn't look good. And this just really fits beautifully on the ear. It's a lovely, lovely accent, and you can wear other jewels with it without competing. So it's that perfect combination of a beautiful stone, just enough sparkle, and it's not too heavy, which for me is something I look for when I'm looking for a pierced earring.
Oh, 100%. And quartz throughout the ages has had such great lore about it. It comes in different colors. And of course, this is all smoky, which is natural. But like I was telling you before we did the show, when I was in Brazil and after they've mined out quartz, these mines, they use them for other purposes, often to store wine and things like this because of the constant temperature. And when I was there, I said, aren't you afraid of animals or mice or things going in the caves? They go, oh, no. Once these caves are done, no animal or insect will ever enter it again. And when I was in there, you would still see quartz along the ceilings and the walls. And that's, they said, it's because of the piezoelectric property of quartz. And the animals are very sensitive to that. They even have like these cameras, that the hunters use. They would see the animals go up to the cave, they'd look and they turn around and walk out. That's because they
That
can
is,
sense.
I was
This is
so
true, I
fascinated by
know.
that, because when doing research, Michael,
Yeah.
about Smoky Quartz is supposed to symbolize a releasing of negative feelings into the ground.
Yes.
And when we think about it, and it's supposed to help with depression and feeling more focused. In fact, this stone is considered the perfect stone for meditation because it takes your dreams and puts it into reality. But
Hmm.
hearing that the animals don't want to be around negative energy, right? If this
Yeah.
stone is bringing everybody's depression and negative energy
Yeah.
into the ground, it certainly makes sense.
And it was so great there to be in those mines and to see that there is a science backup between all
Yeah.
the lore that people have kind of discovered on their own throughout the centuries, that it's actually based on some science. It's like, oh, wow, this stuff is real, So it was really, really very, very interesting. And, it's a perfect lead up to our next item because that is smoky quartz and turquoise,
Oh,
which I know
this
you love.
ring is just so stunning. And as you know, the gems in Vogue rings are just made so well. It's intricate, it's interesting to look at. I mean, it is really beautiful. Turquoise is a symbol of hope.
Yes.
And it also symbolizes eternal love. Originally, the name turquoise means Turkey. And they thought this is like one of the oldest mined stones. You know that, Michael?
Yes, absolutely it is. Yes.
And people in Europe thought that it came from Turkey, which is why it has its name, but it was originally from Iran. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's the oldest mined gemstone in the world. I think it dates back, I think 5,000 or 7,000 BC to the first century dynasty. It's an old ancient stone.
And it's also a symbol of hope. A lot of people are familiar with turquoise via the Native Americans.
Yes.
And they viewed it as a sign of hope because it's a symbol of the sky, of the clear sky.
Yes.
And this is the best quality turquoise you can get. This is the robin's egg, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, absolutely it is. And what's interesting about turquoise, as I said before the show, it has the highest copper content of any gemstone, which is actually why it's blue. So it conducts electricity almost as good as a copper electrical wire. So that electromagnetic energy flows through that stone like no other gemstone in the world. And it's amazing that the Native Americans used that in the spiritual ceremonies. And here is a stone that literally conducts electromagnetic energy. So here's another sign.
It's one of my favorite. It's one, oh, sorry to cut you off, Michael. It is truly one of my favorite stones because it's a happy stone to me.
Yes.
It's bright. It makes a statement without being too sparkly. So it really is comfortable to wear every day. I can't get enough of them.
Oh, and it's a fantastic piece, and we have it at an amazing price. But I see how well it goes with that beautiful bracelet that you're wearing there.
Oh, yeah. I'm living for this bracelet. This bracelet is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see all of these pieces really go together without being too matchy-matchy.
Yeah.
To talk about historically what Smoky Quartz, Elizabeth I believed that this stone could help her to tell the future and use this stone to guide her. And it's interesting in terms of turning your dreams into a reality. It's really considered a focus stone to take action. People who use this stone on their desk are said to be able to dissolve negativity in the workplace. Gossip, stay focused on who you want to be. And when we're wearing this bracelet, we're constantly looking down. We can enjoy the jewelry that we see on our own hands, right? Because we're looking, we can enjoy it too.
100%. And these stones are going to match the earring perfectly. They're the same size. It's 10 karat 20 total weight, but they're a carat 70 each. And it's funny that, you wear these, your earring. And I was just thinking as you were speaking, there's the earring with the smoky, and now here is the bracelet. And I've had acupuncture done, and these are acupuncture points. And it's funny how, you would wear a stone like this and right on these acupuncture points, and especially when you're wearing a stone like this that has this electromagnetic property to it, this piezoelectric property, that how beneficial that is. And that's why, you go to Tucson, you see a lot of people that would wear these and talk about this. So, again, there's this science behind the stone.
There's a science, and also just in terms of beauty, Michael, I'm kind of a more is more girl. Less is not more in my book. And I tend to wear like a lot of bangle bracelets on my hand, and this goes beautifully, with just a mixture of other things that you already have in your collection. So I love the idea of absorbing negativity and depression, because this is a very challenging time for people. And we need everything that we can get in order to feel better, feel beautiful, to benefit from whatever, electromagnetic properties are in these
Yes,
stones. We all need
absolutely.
them because it's such a time of uncertainty. We need the hope. We
Yes,
need the dissolving of depression and
right.
negativity. We need to focus. So it's really a sign for the times and
Yes.
useful in that way, just as a wonderful reminder, if nothing else.
100%. And when we wear natural gemstones, really, we're going back to nature because all of
Yeah.
these stones come from the ground. They come from the earth, which is ultimately where we come from. We all live here. So it connects us to our origins. So there's just so much about gemstone. That's why I love to do this to show with you because we tell people, you know, I'm a gemologist, so I would speak from it from a very scientific point of view. But
Yeah.
it's great to relate to you to say, you know, there's a whole nother level with gemstones, and this is why I've enjoyed our time together because I think we're both telling a great story of how women across the world are just going to love this and enjoy this and benefit from it.
Exactly. I mean, it's just easier to wear something that is beautiful, right, Michael? I mean, that's
Yes,
a no-brainer. But
yes,
also in terms of psychological benefits, you know, I go on CNN and all
right,
of these national programs, and I talk about in terms of dealing with the pandemic, which is global, to
yes,
have a certain mindset, a word in mind that can
right,
help you focus on how you want to feel just from a psychological perspective. It could
yes,
be self-talk or affirmations, or it could be something beautiful on your arm that
right.
you realize is connected to something that is grander. And for the centuries over time, people have used in order to feel its magic.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know, I just want to wrap it up, but I got to tell you, I have so enjoyed this time, Dr. Robbie, and we have to do this again. You are
We
amazing.
must.
I know
We
you're
must.
so
I see
knowledgeable.
this as maybe like us and then a documentary and
Yes,
like weaving it all together.
absolutely, 100%. I think that would be just amazing. So thank you very much and hope to work with you again. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you. Bye-bye now. Thank you.